Hi guys, and welcome back. Here in my bathroom, and as you can see, I've washed my hair today. Now, some of you may know who are friendly with me that, and I'm sorry about the light, I'm going to try and stand here so that light that's there isn't affecting you so much. But anyway, what I was saying is, some of you may know I did some of my hairdressing apprenticeship when I was younger and didn't finish it. Over here we do a 4-year in-salon apprenticeship and go to TAFE. In our first year it's once a week, and the second year is the same, and the third year you go once a fortnight. And that was back in the 80s. They've since changed that, and now it's very much competency based. So instead of going and paying for a haircut, I'm just taking, I've got my scissors case. So I've got thinning scissors and my scissors. I've got my cutting comb, and not that I'm going to teach you, but I am going to show you. My fringe is partially dry, and I'm going to show you how I cut it, because I do on this side of my face have a really heavy cowlick, so I like it to be partially dry. It'd help if I could see where I'm going, and I just let it naturally fall, and I come under. That's helpful, I can see now, and I start to trim where I've made a little window for me so I can see. I hope you guys can see this. If you can't, well, I won't upload it. Now I've gotten to about here, so haha, I've got these windows on both sides. So where my cowlick is, I'm actually going to, because I like a bit of a rounded shape, come and cut this. I always cut it a tad longer than the other side. Just to, when it does fully dry, it's going to bounce. And I really hate that uneven look you get from having a cow's lick. And this isn't something that I suggest for everybody to do, because it is something that takes practice to get it even. There's another technique that I use that's really easy to do, but today I'm not using that technique. So if you guys like it, I will more than happily show it to you. So at this point, because I don't like having such a heavy blocked fringe, I pick it up, and that's where you can get your thinning scissors, or I just come in and cut some of these in to give it a little bit of texture and to layer it. But you can see I haven't picked up where my cowlick is. It's still, and now it is bouncing. I don't include that in it. It has enough texture in itself, and then I just go, and because my cowlick now is starting to show me where it wants to bounce up, I can now just go through and give it a light trim. And my rule of thumb is I like my hair just to sit on my fringe, my bangs, as you guys call, most people call them. I like to sit them in line with my eyebrows. So because I keep them more on a little bit on the longer side, I find I have to do this every 4 weeks. So I'll move over here. Oh, that light. I'll pick up my cam so you can see now. So my fringe, I can see out, and it's fairly even, and I'm super happy with it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that little look into how I cut my fringe. Before I go, some of you might want to say or ask, well, can you see me cut or trim up this part of my hair? And look, honestly, I don't do that. I, like the rest of you, I go pay someone, and it's only because I'm a little OCD. As you can see with me combing it, you know, it's not exactly sitting straight, so I like to have a straight cut. And at this point of time, this side actually looks longer than this side, but when I pull down, I know it's not. It just gives that illusion that it is. So I've been known, sorry, I got a bit of hair in my mouth from cutting it. I have been known to get Taylor or someone to trim it for me, but my next trim, I don't know if you can see, not that I'm going to take a lot off. Well, some people will think it's a lot, but it probably would do it the world of good to trim it, oops, sorry, to trim it from there down. Just to get those ends a little bit, so about there down. So realistically they can't do that, so I would go pay someone to do that, but just so, oops, hang on, if I position, I keep forgetting that I have the technology, keep my head straight. So it's all but touching it, and as you can see, it's actually cut on a V. So even if I came straight across and did it that way, I wouldn't still get it. So the back really does need to go and see someone to trim it up.